It's September the 4th today. 4 news stories. The youth in Dessie is taking to the streets. It wants to defend the city from TDF's attack. Dessie is now within the artillery range of Tigray Defense Force. Secondly, an Ethiopian Southern Command military court has sentenced 16 ENDF officials up to 18 years imprisonment. The 16 ENDF officials have been charged with having links with Tigray People Liberation Front. Thirdly, a small state of Ethiopia, Benishangul Gumuz, is becoming gradually destabilized. Detentions and unlawful arrests are rampant in Matakal zone of BG. Lastly, today, Ethiopian National Defense Force confirmed that Tigray Defense Force launched a 4-pronged attack towards Ethiopia-Djibouti road. Let's have a look at the first news story. Dessie, which is under pressure from Tigray Defense Force, is witnessing the same scenes which we saw in Voldia. Thousands of Dessie youth took to the streets today. The youth in Dessie says it will fight, it will not surrender. We saw the same scenes in Voldia, viewers, and it took more than 2 weeks for TDF to take control of Voldia. You can see some pictures of Dessie youth out on the streets. There is heavy deployment of Ethiopian National Defense Force and other forces in Dessie as well. TDF has managed to get close to Dessie. We shared picture with you from Hike Lake. Dessie is now within the artillery range, hitting range of TDF's artillery. TDF can start artillery strikes on Dessie anytime, viewers, because TDF is around 20-25 kilometers away from Dessie. TDF can launch artillery strikes on Dessie in coming days. So far, no artillery firing has been done by TDF on Dessie, but it could happen in coming days. In a previous video today, I informed you about Tigray Defense Force sending a message to the people of Dessie, to the elders of Dessie. TDF wants the elders of Dessie to make ENDF and regional forces leave Dessie. TDF says it does not want to hit civilians. Civilians should not take up arms against Tigray Defense Force. Civilians are safe. Civilians will not be harmed, but Dessie youth wants to fight. Civilians in Dessie are in danger, because now Dessie is within the hitting range of TDF's artillery. Second news story is about Ethiopian National Defense Force sentencing its officials. Today, Southern Command Military Court sentenced 16 officials of Ethiopian National Defense Force up to 18 years in prison. According to the court, the 18 military officials had links with TPLF, Tigray People Liberation Front. The same court on the 26th of August sentenced 43 individuals of Ethiopian National Defense Force and they were sentenced up to 18 years in prison. I have been saying that for several days that Ethiopian National Defense Force as an institution has been destroyed. Its officers and officials are being sentenced to imprisonment. Thousands have been captured by Tigray Defense Force. Thousands have been killed as well, and thousands wounded too. Though Prime Minister of Ethiopia, Abiy Ahmed, is conducting large-scale recruitments in Ethiopian National Defense Force, but the structure of this organization, of this force, it has been shattered. Thirdly, viewers, we are neglecting a small state of Ethiopia which is becoming gradually destabilized. Most news sources are focused on Tigray, Amhara, Afar. We're not talking much about Benishangul Gumuz. In Benishangul Gumuz, there is instability on the rise. Two incidents have been reported by Ethiopian National Defense Force regarding the infiltration of fighters in Benishangul Gumuz from Sudan. Yesterday we heard from ENDF that dozens of infiltrators have been killed in BG who tried to enter BG from Sudan. Inside BG in Matakal, Benishangul Liberation Front has carried out several attacks in Bolan Voreda. It has conducted some attacks, and regional government is arresting people, it's detaining people. Women are being detained, children are being detained who have links to these fighters of Benishangul Liberation Front. So overall, the situation in BG is alarming because regional forces and Amhara forces have also entered Matakal. Regional forces are conducting operations against Benishangul Liberation Front. Civilians are being targeted as well. They are being accused of having links with Benishangul Liberation Front. TPLF is also being accused of having penetrated Benishangul Gumuz. So there are several issues in BG. BG is becoming gradually destabilized due to the ongoing war in neighboring Amhara region. Lastly, viewers, today Ethiopian National Defense Force confirmed that Tigray Defense Force tried to launch a four-pronged attack on Djibouti-Ethiopia road. I have been updating you about TDF's likely advance toward this road. Today, ENDF in a statement confirmed that from four places, Tigray Defense Force tried to move towards Mili on Ethiopia-Djibouti road. The four places are Chobe, Kalanti, Sirti and Kala. These places are mostly to the east of Marsa, and from these four places, Tigray fighters were trying to move towards Mili to cut off Ethiopia-Djibouti road. According to ENDF officials, Republican guards confronted these advancing TDF fighters, and TDF's four-pronged attack has been repelled. Some TDF soldiers have been killed as well. Their weapons have been captured. You can see some small weapons which, according to Republican guards, have been captured from Tigray fighters. But a confirmation that Tigray Defense Force is trying to advance towards Ethiopia-Djibouti road from Amhara region. Thank you for watching.